Hello, this is RD Random Gaming, and today we will move on with our walkthrough. Um, Last time we left off with defeating Raven. That's a new enemy, and it's very tough to fight with because it disappears as soon as you try to hit it. So you have to use Atreus arrows to let her not move, so it can, get hit by an arrow and then stay for some time, so you can use your attacks that can with the axe so you can hit it. Yeah, so I believe we had defeated that, and then we were just completing um some enemies, like defeating some enemies. There were ravens, there were also Draugr combination, and it was cool to see. And there's some like puzzles and stuff that we solved, and yeah, it's been it's been a good, pretty busy, very adventurous playthrough. If you see in this screen, right in the right side, like on the bottom, you can see Kratos and Atreus figures thing. Like it's actually toys. And it's very cool to see that, because when I first played this game, I didn't even notice that, and afterwards, and I was like, wow, that's really interesting. So it's the picture of the woods. You can see there's smoke coming out from the left side, from the left bottom, and it's just like a fire ashes, and there's some light of the ashes, some fire, like this exact kind of situation, the theme that we saw when we were burning the body of Faye, right? That when we were seeing the Faye's funeral, it's exact kind of thing resembling. So on the left side, it says like Faye is gone and the ashes are still burning and the smoke still coming out and spreading out in the woods, like resembling Faye is still out there, but it's not in physical form, but in like spiritual form, basically, which very cool to see. And in the smoke form where you cannot see her actually, but she's there, like, and you cannot touch it, but she's there, um, and she's controlling the whole universe, whole this like environment, if you will, not the universe, but but environment, the whole realms of this game currently. Um, and on the right bottom, you can see toys that physically present. So the story is literally about Kratos and Atreus together in their journey. And Atreus used to play with toys. We see in the first very trailer, in the Tater trailer, the first the first showcase of God of War, when God of War 2018 just came out, and they revealed the first look in the theater, I believe. And I saw the video was pretty old, and before even the game was like introduced detail wise, but it was just the first look of how it's gonna be look like, the character is gonna look like. And you can see literally, like, it started with the Atreus playing with toys, and I don't know the name of the particular trolls toys. There are some trolls in his hand that are depicting trolls, like they're fighting with each other. I don't exactly know, but we do see him in the game, and we do have to fight them. But I don't know exactly remember what troll was it. But he used to play the same kind of toys, and that's the thing that you're seeing on the screen, and the gameplay screen right now. Um, the beginning screen of this game on the left, on the right below. This is cool. It's very cool to see that it's depicting toys, which is like a kind of Atreus thing to do, and the smoke coming out from the left bottom, kind of resembling Faye. presence and the impact on this story. It's very good. It's very interesting. So let's continue. Let's continue with the game here. Let's continue with the game here. I hope my audio is good.
You think it's safe in there?
You think it's safer out here?
Before I go there, I think I missed one chest. Kind of surprise chest. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you guys have missed, anyone who have missed it, but I'm gonna show you guys. Not this one. It was. Okay. Let me see. Nice shot. Okay. To be honest, I cannot remember if it was this part of the game or it was the next part. Let's... Oh, we already did this. Okay, no. Okay.
Can we keep moving?
Okay, let's go. I wanted to explore this part. Was it here? Where was the... How can I go there? Give me a second, actually. I'm gonna... Yeah, you know what? Let's keep moving. I can see there's a wave up there from here. Let's go. Let's keep moving.
Oh, what's that smell?
Now! Are they Hellwalkers? They're untouched. Look! Someone start the fires! Sigmund, your knives! So many days without meat.
Meat? Wait, us?
Behind me. What if they change like the others? We'll have to keep them alive. Strip off their meat. Little at a time. This fight is mine alone. Kill him. Wield Kill Gunther! Keep moving! Atreus! close your heart to it. Come then. We have a long journey ahead. Wait here. I will handle this.
They came back.
It is finished.
I want to leave here.
Don't let yourself. You must find a way out. There is always a way out.
His head is down right now. Like he's thinking, looking at the blood. A couple of things to analyze are most very important things. So before I move on to this like not cutscene, but there's a big dialogue between Atreus and Kratos. But before I move on to that, did you guys see the significance of his knife that Kratos used to kill that guy? It's because whenever Atreus loses his knife and forgets his knife somewhere, Kratos always pick it up. Because whenever Hugh loses his knife, Kratos take it as he's not paying attention, and he's forgetting his goal, and he's not focusing, which Kratos is not liking. And this symbolism is like he covers for Atreus every time Atreus get diverted or distracted. So losing the knife of his mother, so precious. It's like Atreus losing focus, and Kratos always pick it up. And this time when he killed that guy and he lost his knife, so Kratos saying that collect yourself um, close your heart to it again. And then second time you will see he will lose his knife when he hit it the boar of Freya, and then Kratos pick it up again. And the third time he doesn't lose his knife, but he used it to save Kratos' life, in which he Kratos take it like he actually learned his lesson, that he didn't lose his knife. Not only did not lose it, but he used it for something such a important, without caring about anything else. That makes Kratos really happy, and then he actually thought that his son is ready for the journey. So the knife is really important. We see Kratos give it to him um, in the beginning of the game this knife is yours, just take care of it. And then he keeps losing it, and then Kratos thinking that he's not ready. And when he doesn't use it for saving Kratos, that's when Kratos says that you are ready. You will see it later in the game.
Find something to pull me up.
Okay.
Atreus, the chain.
The chain. Right.
You are in your head, boy. Let it go. He would have killed you.
I know, I had to do it. I do know that, I just...
And we will go home, boy.
What?
To give up this easily. So close to the start.
Wait, no. I'm not giving up. I can do this. I just have to, catch my breath. Come on up. I'm ready.
You see that he keeps convincing Kratos that he is ready, while Kratos taking the signs of losing the knife again and again, as he's not yet been ready. But when he used it for saving the life of Kratos, that's when he's like, nah, Atreus is ready.
Listen to me. To be effective in combat, a warrior must not feel for his enemy. The road ahead is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
I understand.
Oh my god, there's...
Yeah. I'll kick you square in the ring or you don't move. Come on!
Alright, so getting introduction of the next side character, the most prominent side character after playing God of War Ragnarok. You guys should know like how prominent Brock is, but yeah. What's this? We found this scary mouse in the dangerous part of the river pass. Let's keep an eye out for more. Somebody might pay good tax silver for this. Well, I bet that guy can pay for you. Yeah, let's... Oh, what?
What you waiting for? Come on already. Let's go.
Did I just kill a bird? What? Continue towards the mountain. Cannot go there. That's weird. I thought I could. I don't know what's going on.
Already. Let's go.
Yet another really good cutscene. By the way, this you guys know this. We'll come back and there's a shortcut to travel between realms. That, by the way, is Odin. On the right side looks like Thor, or probably on the leftmost, like this, depicting a highest, probably the second highest and the third highest. Let's analyze this for a moment. Oh, this is surely Odin. You can see two ravens on the top of the statue. I mean, a sculpture. Interesting, very interesting. And you can see you have a beard, a long beard, pretty, and mustache, a long mustache, which is interesting because we didn't see that in Ragnarok. He's pretty, he looks pretty, pretty big and healthy, but we see Odin as very skinny in Ragnarok, and the hat looks different. He did not have that hat thingy, and also his doesn't have the right or left eye um, gone. You know, he does look like he has just both eyes. So maybe this is an early stage of Odin. It's probably very old part. And on the left side, looks like Thor to me. There's a horn on the hand. I can see that. Um, on the right hand, you can see there's a horn. Is it a horn or is it a meat glass? Because Thor likes to drink, as we all know. So that's probably a mead in his hand. And this, I really don't know who this is. Looks like looks like an old dude, but looks like a sword in the middle, in the bottom part. Maybe for Seti, because we know that he has been mentioned in Ragnarok, right? And he is also a very prominent figure, a prominent god of Aesir. We just didn't get to see him, but he is there in the universe, and we literally know that he's working for Odin and catching the culprit who is going against Odin's plan. It's very interesting to see that he was not part of Ragnarok fight. I do not know why they did not include Forseti fighting with Aesir in the Ragnarok of the last fight, but he has been mentioned. It looks like he's a very prominent figure. If if there's a third game in Norse mythology, we will surely see him for sure. But right now, it looks like that's probably him. Doesn't look like Heimdall to me, and the sword doesn't look like Sif, or doesn't look like any other character that we've seen for the gods for Aesir. And that does look like Odin to me, because there's a raven, not one, not two, but three ravens I can see on top. So that's that. Yeah, very, very interesting. So very top Odin, second highest one is Thor, and last but not least Forseti. That's my opinion, but you guys can you know give your opinion on who this is. Oh, Bullseye. Is it on the left side? Yeah, looks like it. Interesting. Very interesting details. Maybe this will look very ancient, you know, this part maybe is from very far past when giants and gods used to exist, work together, you know.
Can't get this slow-eyed cocklump to cross the bridge.
It's because she's scared of something in the trees over there.
There's what now?
Father, throw your axe at those trees on the other side of the bridge. The ones with the white trunks.
Okay.
You were right.
Say, you must be smart or something, boy. You are a boy, aren't you? Ha!
She have a name?
I don't know. Rude bastard ain't ever asked mine, so ain't ever asked hers. Ah! Ha!
What's yours?
Brock.
Vera Logan.
Say, you're not gonna believe me, but that axe you got, it was me what made her. Me and my brother. Was one of our best. So don't let nobody else go work on her except for us two. Ah! You gotta handle her special, or she'll wreck beyond fixing. I can enhance her for you right now if it so pleases you, son of a bitch. So what say you? Ah!
You are right. I do not believe you. Come, boy.
There's a rune in the shape of a fork under the grip. No, digger beach ya Doomberg. That was our brand, my brother and me, before we split. I got half of it right here, see? Look, you want I should upgrade her or not?
Very well. I expect an improvement.
So, where's the other half of the brand?
Oh, my dumb brother's got it. But I got all the talent. Look! Now you're talking. Say the word, kid. You know, being small like us, that's natural. Less to hit. Anything else for you? Something for the boy? Okay, if that'll hold you for now. That there's quality material. Rate you're going. Might last a day. Well, don't look now, but our friends who were hiding in the trees are back for more. Go on, give that axe a twirl.
Got room for me behind there?
As long as you don't break nothing. Say, your paw can kill. You gonna learn to do that too?
I'm not sure.
This road.
These roller can shoot fireballs. How do they do that? They like to attack from a distance, which can really annoying. We're fighting much of other enemies, but we're lucky to go down pretty quickly. They can long range use save projectile before launching it. If either of us can intercept his attack, we have to create it again. Okay. Well, I like this one. Looks pretty good. Let's get this one. I know the strength is higher in this one, but we'll see. Okay, we got before range. I would do. Yeah. I like this one, but also a bit annoying. This is good. We buy this one, no problem. Wait. Nice. Okay, we're done with this one. Purchase. Wait. I really have to take these two, I believe. Oh, this one I'm looking for, actually. Okay, well, we need some money for that. Well,
Leads to the mountain.
Should put you in the right direction, sure. Want to see my wares again?
That's fine. Okay, so couple of things. I have a question really quickly. Yeah. We'll read this. I have a question for Brock. Let's read this first and then we can go. We met this dwarf on our way onto the mountain and he's a blacksmith, a famous blacksmith apparently. He made the Leviathan axe. He upgraded it for father too. He was a little rude and groggy, but I kinda like him anyway. I hope we see him again. It is interesting to see Hulda brother, one of the Hulda brother, which is Brock, and then we will see his other brother, Sindri. They're very famous, and they've created Mjolnir. As you can see, is he have the mark, first mark, and the other mark is holds to his brother. And right now, Kratos only knows that they created Leviathan X. But even though they created Leviathan X. It's not a very little thing. What I find very interesting, not interesting, but also very sad that they have not given uh, this the news that he has created. He was involved in creating Leviathan X. It's like a pretty big, huge thing. It's just like, oh, he created Leviathan X, and he's not taking it very amusingly, which we can see here. Trace is taken very amusingly. Um, Let me tell you guys, Leviathan X. Why I'm saying this, because Leviathan X is not an ordinary X. It's been created for a reason. The reason was that they created first Mjolnir, and because Thor was very arrogant and vengeful, angry, stubborn, and heartless, and he literally used that weapon to wipe out a freaking realm, literally, if you will, and a freaking kind of people, like whole generations of the giants. He killed them with by using this weapon, and after watching all that destruction, um, they feel guilt and regret that they have created such a weapon and it's being used uh, very wrongfully with this angry god. So as a guilt and regret, they created this axe as a result to match that weapon. So they know that even if they cannot resolve this problem by getting back the weapon, because of course they're not gonna get back the weapon from Thor. They ended up creating its matching weapon, which was this Leviathan X. So the only two most powerful weapon in the whole Norse universe is Leviathan X and Mjolnir, as kind of rivalry of to each other. That represents Kratos and Krator to as match each other's power and kind of rival. Moving on to Ragnarok, we will see. But the thing I'm very mad about is like they did not give this very amusing thing, and he just straight up just seeing someone he has never seen Kratos before, and looking at Kratos with his most precious weapon he has ever created. They're not gonna create again because Brock and Sindri, his other brother, decided to go separate ways because they were so impacted by such a tragedy created by Thor that they decided that they have made a huge mistake by creating such a weapon, and that's why they left each other. Because they were mad at each other because they created such a weapon, a world most powerful weapon, and they created right before leaving. They created Leviathan X, and they gave it to Faye before um before they left their separate ways. Which is very interesting to see Brock not very effective to see his very weapon that he created, and the significance that it holds, not just to uh, the Norse realm, but also to his personal life and the life of his brother. Um, Interesting. It kind of also introduced the character of Brock that not giving two shits about anything. Um, kind of explains his character too. But there will be a scene when you see his other brother, he will look amazed that, okay, yeah, you will see that in Sindri later on in this game. I will be back, guys. Give me a second. Sorry, boys. I'm back. Let's move on to our story. There's nothing here. I don't see any blood here. I don't know what that is. Let's go.
Atreus, to me.
Okay, I'm coming.
Alright, come quickly, Atreus. Oh, here.
You left me to fight alone.
I did.
People are one thing. Everything else you fight. Until I say stop or we are dead. Understand? Pull your weight or we go home.
I understand.
Good
Good
then.
then.
I'm sorry, I just remember all these lines.
Wait, we're back here again.
Yeah, let's go back from here. Anyways. Oh,
Can we get out of this place?
sure. Did we grab the stuff from down there? I think so. These were... Oh my god. That was a bullseye, guys. I didn't expect that to happen. Right on Odin's eye. The reason he lost his eye is not because he was seeking for knowledge, it's because Kratos literally threw it.
It was nice meeting you, Brock. I'll be thinking of a name for your beast.
My name is fucking gratitude. Hey, fucking gratitude. Come over here. I like it.
Excuse me, Brock. Oh, we cannot. Okay.
This way.
This is very smart
Exciting.
Smart fight. Oh, my bad. Okay, this time Atreus has to do some work.
Wait there.
Alright, Atreus. Coming. Where is he? He's gone? Okay. Alright. There you go. There are many puzzles here, so just bear with me for a second. I know there's a... yeah, right there. So there's one here, and there's one big puzzle here. Oh, I need my axe to do it. Wait. Okay. First, let's take this. Okay, next we have to go up and grab. Okay, as we can see. Nice. There's another one somewhere. I know it's probably in the middle. Okay, let me. Thank you. Oh wait.
Now, boy.
It is here. Nice, actress. Good job.
Wasn't sure we're gonna get out of there.
Trust I will not let us die.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, there's one here and there's one here. I'm gonna grab a chest from here. Let me see if I can reach it from. There you go. Oh. Oh. Okay. So this is the horn that we see on the statue too. It's the same kind of thing that was on this Thor statue that he was holding on. This is a horn of blood mead. Get you in rage. Okay. Interesting. I think we're done here. Let's go.
This way.
Wow. Never been this close to the mountain before. Looks so big. Wish Mom was here to see it.
This is second time we see Kratos resisting himself from comforting Atreus. It happened because he doesn't want to look weak, you know. He wants to keep his strong image in front of Atreus because Kratos thinks that he has a mission to complete,
Good find.
which is to, you know, make Atreus a warrior, while also forgetting to making him into a human. Atreus is teaching Kratos to become more human-like, while Kratos is trying to teach Atreus to become like a warrior. Which is very interesting, and this is also kind of like, you know, what was the thing? This is also said by Cory Balog, the director of this game. Is the Kratos is trying to, you know, impact on Atreus, while Atreus is trying to teach him how to become a human. They're both getting influenced by each other, and the conflict between each other. Very interesting and very. I feel that very. There are many theories that we can, you know, form with this only theme, and the game is really trying to depict that this is not just a theory, but it has been confirmed by the director himself that it is actually taking place in this game. Like, they're both trying to influence each other what they're missing.
Hey, look at that.
Atreus is missing
What is it?
Boy,
to be strong.
Look,
More is more
there are runes
emotion.
written along the side.
While Kratos is missing to be more human and emotion.
Do you want me to read these runes?
Go ahead.
what does it say?
As we are, we two, we three. As I alone can never be.
A riddle.
Maybe there's a clue around here.
Family. This is the first riddle of the game. We're getting more.
The rings are turning. Come back down.
I am. Oh, we missed. It's embarrassing. There we go.
I think that part's right.
That's one. Oh, missed. I just need to correct one, I guess. This one.
That's it. I see runes.
Boy, what do those runes say?
Oh, it says family. That's not a clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really? Kinslow. Something happened. It worked.
These are light elf light elves. Family was the first thing
I'm
Kratos
happy we
lost.
met Brock, but I'm happy we're leaving this place.
It is behind us now.
By the way, there are runes that is explained. These runes that you guys see here. Let me read these first. Let's see. The face of the magic we found the great nations. Okay. Yeah. Okay, never mind. So, you know, many. I'm coming, Atreus. There are many God of War theorists, like John Ford and even Captain Kiba. They analyze the game very truly, and they pay attention to each runes that is present in the game and the story behind it and what there's meaning of it. So far, many YouTubers and many content creators, especially about God of War, has transcribed all these runes and found out all the meaning of every rune in the game, most of it, except these one. These one is so weird because John Ford, I can all name him again and again, but he's very good at finding out the rules and kind of get the meaning of it. And he literally translated the whole body of Baldur, the tattoos, and even tattoos that he see in Baldur kind of resembles his character. But he cannot explain these ones. He couldn't find the meaning of these runes, which is very interesting. What are these? What are they trying to show here? What's the meaning of these? Did they just put it by mistake or just to decorate some empty space? I don't know. They don't do that. Corey Balla would never do anything random for just to, as just to decorate something. What's going on? Where are your chairs? That's what I was like. I hear a raven right here. That's the third one so far. Look at him. He's very amused with the first weapon Kratos gave him.
Boy, these tracks.
A boar, maybe? Not sure, but I'll find it.
Go. It is important for a warrior to keep his skills sharp.
Sharp. Exactly. Looks like a bird. Oh wow, purple health. I think nice. Get back a trail. Wrong side. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I get that. Is there any other one else? No? Are you sure? Keep hitting the arrow. What happened? You good? Bro, back off, Atreus. Nice, Atreus. Nice. Keep going. Right, they're back. Watch out, Atreus. Watch out. Oh my god. Atreus, do not get beat up, my boy. What happened? Bro, do not touch me. Nice. I like it. Okay, I hear a raven somewhere sitting around. Let me complete this.
Here. What does it say?
The runes symbolize the three Nornir,
Nornir.
the fates.
The fates. No good comes from them.
Okay.
Another dialogue that supports Kratos' past. You know, he fought against fate, and then you guys probably know the outcome of that. You know.
Atreus, here!
Getting the sound from this part. Got it. Okay. Now. Okay, first let's do this, and then we can go upstairs. We can go upstairs to grab that chest. Nice.
That should do it.
Perfect. Nice. Now. Throw that chain at Chris. Fate, no good come from them. See, we can see the glimpse of old Kratos still. That's why we see a different Kratos in Ragnarok. Human-like, and you know, he's feeling more emotions than ever
Oh,
before.
look at this.
Trying to become a man. Not the man that he was previously, of vengeance, anger, but for good. Call himself God of Hope, you know. And there's also a confirmed news from God of War Ragnarok, not Ragnarok, God of War director Cory Balog. I'm mentioning his name again and again because he's really the one who literally gave us this game. Such a beautiful story-wise game in God of War 2018, and he was one who really took this series to some higher, you know, way worldwide. Right, go.
Here. Boy.
Predators.
Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
Prayer to Odin. Find here our sacrifice, mighty All-Father, and deliver Midgard from Hell's Windhunt. Odin, wisest of all, whose breath gave life to Ask and Alma. First among our people, we beg your protection. Send forth your noble Valkyries and cult to the deathless. Send forth your noble son Thor and Balder to shield us. Send forth dragons to consume the Frigg horde. Save our souls that may serve you even more. I don't think Odin got the message, or he didn't care. That was the last line is written by Atreus. because the damage is done and they become, darker. Also, that gives me a question: where all these Draugr and enemies that we're seeing, um, were humans before? Because we heard a line when we encounter humans that one of the guys said, "Oh, what if they turn like them again?" You know. So it looks like the humans did turn like zombie. I mean, Draugr, or one of the enemies that we see with special abilities of fire or frost. I wonder, I wonder if there were humans. Just a quick question there. What I was talking about is Cory Barlog. He did mention one thing in his interviews. You can, I don't know if you guys can still find it on YouTube. That, what was I saying? That Kratos, in fact, becoming more and more human-like, leaving his kind of godhood like behind. More specifically, Ghost of Sparta thing behind, because the most prominent evidence is his skin that we see pale is turning back to normal skin, human-like skin. So it's from the white, palish to become more normal skin. Because as we know in Ghost of Sparta, his original skin was like a normal color, but it turned pale due to the ash of his daughter and his wife, Cleopatra and Calliope. Not Cleopatra, someone else's. I don't know. I can't remember his wife's name. Um, I'm talking about Greek, not the Norse wife, not the Fae, but the one in the past. And Ashes kind of resembles his whole character, because before he was seen as a bloodthirsty character that, you know, the pale skin resembles his lust for blood and a monster-like character. But in this game, we see the change in the face Ashes to not to delivering her final wish to spread her ashes on top of the highest mountain out of love. Right, he goes on this journey out of love, and that also includes spreading ashes. Right, the ash. One shows his dark side, and him having a pale skin shows his dark side. The ash of his previous wife and son, not son, daughter, and this shows the love from the spreading ashes on top of the mountain. One goes in, the other one goes out in the world. He's spreading out the ashes, the other one is going into his skin. That kind of resembles both of sides of the Kratos, you know. That is why I love this game. Every action, every moment of the game kind of resembles with Kratos' past or Kratos' story, symbolisms and themes, and the story of control, parent and child. You know, it's before he went against his daughter's will and his wife's will, left his daughter alone in the other realm. Right now, he's taking his son with him to the most dangerous journey. Before he left her daughter in the other realm, now he's taking his son with him. It's all showing the opposite sides of the Kratos, and this is why this is so beautiful written. Story of God for 2018, which I have missed this kind of writing of Ragnarok, and I didn't feel this significant symbolism, you know, resembling of the previous games and all kind of this storytelling of the. I didn't see as significant as the God for 2018 and Ragnarok. It just feel like too scattered along score story that it just didn't feel on point, and that's significant. And this time we see all the kind of sign of the past and how Kratos has literally changing himself. He's not fully changed. We still see some anger in him still, but these all signs that he's taking a trace with him. While compared to previous Kratos, the old Kratos left his daughter in the other land with Persephone, and now he's taking his son with him on this journey because he wants to keep him close, keep him safe, because there's danger out in the woods. It's kind of all, it's so beautiful. His previous wife killed them, and then the ashes goes in him, kind of signifies the monster-like figure of Kratos' character. But this time in God of War 2018, he's spreading the ash of Faye and the out in the world compared to ashes inside him, in his skin. Kind of resembles God of Sparta, but here we're seeing kind of resembles God of Hope and Faye's completing Faye's wish compared to going against his previous wife wish to it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. It's very beautiful to see this game. um, that's why I like God of War, and I just hope the next game would be this 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 better, man. It's just so better. Let's see if gas goes through this ball. Let's see. Oh, it does. Oh my god, okay. I didn't expect that. Thought they will forget to, put that much detail. Nice. Okay. We have gone so far. I mean, the next walkthrough we will see scenery, we will get to know the other aspect of their story between Holda brothers and how they left each other. And then we will move on and meet another prominent side character, which is more important than just Brock and Scenery, and that is Freya, a Witch of the Woods. Actually, we'll see her before we see the Scenery, the other brother of the Brock. And it's very important. It's very important to pay attention to the details during the cutscene with Freya, because there are some hints. There are very many hints that we can pay attention to, and I will show you what I'm talking about. It's not necessarily I'm talking about the dialogues, but not only dialogue, but even the eye contacts between Kratos and Freya, and how she kind of just give the idea of who this guy is, and you will see that before even they talk to each other. So she knows as soon as she saw him, she gets this vibe that this guy is not from here, he's someone else, and is not a very common person. He's a god. And yeah, we will see that. We will see that in the game, and I will show you some pros and cons of also what could be better delivered. What did I expected and what it turned out to be, the board thing, and all of that. So yeah, stay tuned. Next God of War walkthrough coming soon. Not just a common walkthrough, but we'll analyze much more details, and it will be fun. I'm telling you guys, it will be much better with when we get to introduce with Freya. The story will just keep getting better. small detail will keep getting better. And I'll promise you guys. And we'll see you guys in the next walkthrough. Stay tuned. Bye.